In a homeless man's vehicle, you'll have the here's your bathroom as far as brushing your teeth, the coffee station. You put your washcloth there so it dries in the blower. You want down, bud? All right. Being homeless isn't as bad as you might think. It can be, of course, but like you wake up. One of the good things about it is like you're sleeping in your vehicle, sure, but you could arrange to wake up places like this. It's out like in an industrial area right on the outskirts of the city, so I'm not far from anything, and no one messes with you here. So you wake up in the morning, you fire up your camp stove, you have a little breakfast like a PB&J, something simple and inexpensive. And I guess why don't we do a day in the life of a home-free person? So you wake up, you take your walk, you have some breakfast, drink some coffee. You check your messages on your disposable phone, one of those $30 phones that you just put money on, and someone's called you and said, would you like to come in for an interview Thursday? Are you available to work at such and such place on Friday? And these are temp jobs. You're either working for temp agencies or you go to a staffing agency that does like event staffing. Because the people that go to like a football game or something like that, there's going to be all these attendants, but they're not full-time attendants. So you become one of them. And you never talk on the phone very long because your phone costs a lot of money. So you call up and say, listen, I'm just about ready to show up to one of my other temp jobs. I'll see you though on Thursday, and yes, I am available for that football game on Saturday. And the more temp jobs you work, the more times you show up at like the Coliseum and work the ice skating event, or show up at the carnival and work all 3 days, and you're like, oh yeah, I'll just sleep in my vehicle, I'll be here, I could work till closing and I'll be here right at opening, I'll get like 5 hours sleep. And they're like, really? Cool. So within like 3 days you'll make like a week's worth of pay. And so you shower, you go take a shower first, you just go by the community center, there's a whole bunch of them, you'll find the least icky one. It's like $5 for a shower. They have workout equipment too, you could hit the elliptical. There's benches and stuff like that, you can sit down and read a book. There's real live bathrooms with mirrors, so you could make sure you're looking good. Make sure you didn't, whatever mosquito spray and bugs you smashed on your face last night aren't still dried to your skin, because you only see a mirror when you step into the community center bathroom. Alright, so you have a job Thursday, you don't work Friday, you're going to work on the weekends at these temp jobs. You go to your volunteer job. And why go to a volunteer job? A, you're going to need something to do with your time. You wake up right when the sun comes up. If you don't have something to do all day long, you're not going to go to bed until after the sun goes down. You have an entire day. You should be doing something with yourself, and not just going to the library and cruising the internet or just reading books or listening to music or whatever like that, but actually engaging in the community. And through your temp jobs, actually, I was actually offered at one of my temp jobs. I was offered a full-time position, and all it was shopping for people who couldn't shop for themselves, and delivering their groceries to their door. And you're working with people that volunteer to be there, so you're working with some really nice folks. And these folks, eventually, as longer you get to know them, if you're there for a long time, like I was there for a whole summer, people start figuring out your deal, and they're like, hey, well, if you ever want to park your van in my driveway. And by the time I got to know them that well, that I started getting offers to park my vans in driveways, I no longer was interested in that. I didn't want to wake up in a neighborhood. I want to wake up here, like, in an awesome industrial district. No, just because you wake up and I'm right on a jogging track, and actually right down the road I could pay a small fee to get into a boat launch, and there's bathrooms, water, picnic tables. It's a wonderful place. It doesn't cost very much to go there. So yeah, so you hit your gym, $5 for a visit, then you go hit your temp job, meet a bunch of really cool folks, deliver groceries, shop in a grocery store. Then on the weekend, you go. You don't work till the evening. You go at 7 o'clock in the evening. You go and show up at the Coliseum. There's a basketball game. You don't end up getting out of there till like midnight. It's midnight. You just drive straight to here, park your vehicle alongside the road, and jump in bed. Wake up in the morning, and hopefully they just go straight out again to another gig. And oh, here's the thing. Like, so all this time, all these months of working these temp jobs, I'm working a bunch of them. Not only do I pick when I work, but I make all that money that used to go to rent and bills and stuff like that. It's all straight in my pocket. So after a summer of working all these temp jobs, I wasn't ready to give up being homeless. I went for a drive around the Canyonlands, and I just told all my temp jobs I wouldn't be accepting any jobs for the moment. I have a traveling gig that I'm going to do, and I'll be back I'll be back in January. And you might even put that on your cell phone and just turn it off, and so you're not spending money on your cell phone, and people get a message like, hello, this is Earl. I'll be unavailable until January. I look forward to starting I look forward to returning to your workplace when I return. Yeah, and then when I got back, I started calling people in January. People were like, "Oh, cool!" I thought they would have forgotten about me. They're like, "Oh, I'm glad you're back. How was the Canyonlands?" But yeah, they didn't forget about me at all. I made a lot of money doing temp work, and that was one of the brilliant things of it. Not only did I make money, but if I wanted to take a week off and go to the coast, not only did I have the money to do so, but I didn't have to report to work. No one's like, "I'll see you Monday," because I would tell them if I was going to see them Monday or not. So, and I was never inconvenienced. I mean, I try to be clever about where I park and my behavior. I'm quiet, clean. Try to be well dressed. Try to have clean clothes. And I had backup plans. I just never ended up having to use them. So yeah, being homeless or home free is kind of frightening. Some aspects of it do suck. Like someone actually had me over for drinks, and they're like, "I want you to spend the night." Like, and I'm like, "Yeah, okay." And they're like, "You want to take a shower?" And I'm like, "You know what I'd like? I'd like to take a bath. Do you mind if I take a bath?" I was like, I'd been like a whole year without a bath, and I was like, I just want to sit in bath water. It seems sinfully delightful. So yeah, I'm just saying it's bad. It's just not as bad as all that. I'm not saying I recommend it. I'm just saying you can make it work. You can make it pleasant. And certainly all that volunteer work I did, like, tuned me into a whole different kind of existence. I didn't know what it was like to work with a room full of people that were there in a job-like environment because they wanted to be there. Never encountered that before in my life. The nicest, kindest people. All right. I'm not saying go do it. Don't run out and be homeless. Just saying, it's not all bad. Let's say this one last goodbye to the steel tent. Goodbye, steel tent.